Hello everybody, today it is prep day, so we've got everything done pretty much on the car. I didn't add any of the videos last night, you know, onto the end of the thing like I said I was going to, because I thought the video was long enough and I was just messing around, you know, like titivating, shall we say. Let me just turn that on a bit. I was just making this arch up, you know, just it's nothing interesting to look at, to be honest, but just weld, grind, you know, little bits because it's real thin metal. That was it really. So decided what we're going to do with the petrol flap. I'm going to leave it welded up, and because this is all going carbon, I'm just going to drill a hole in there and put a normal like motorbike sort of petrol flap, you know, like, you know what I mean. So today we're literally going over the full car with them wheels that I showed you at the beginning of yesterday's video. Yeah, that's as simple as it gets. And then I want to ideally have it ready to paint. It's probably a bit too much, but to ask for today. But I am here early. It's like 8:30, so going to have a full day on it, and then tomorrow go to the paint suppliers. Maybe get it in etch primer, but we'll have to see. But I'll do same as usual again, just a few time lapses and that, and then I'll keep going too, so explain stuff as if I come across anything on the way through. So I'll speak to you shortly. Right, so sanded all this back. I got roughly half of it done. That was this morning. I think that took about 3 hours. 3 hours to get that done to there. So roughly half. I just stopped got a little bit of the tunnel to do. I did that with a combination of the poly disc and that twisted wire wheel thing. So you can't really see it because I've turned it now, but I've cut these where we had the original like a flat floor going on, I think. Cut them off, pulled a big hole in that sill, so I've got to weld that up. But I've cleaned off the whole of the sill, so the sill's all bare metal. There's the hole there. I've got to fill that up. And yeah, it's taking, well, not. I was going to say it's taking longer than I expected, but it's not really. I originally said 2 days, you know, to blitz it all. I was maybe getting a bit ahead of myself, you know, this morning when I said paint tomorrow. But it's probably going to be prep all this today, and then do prep the cage and all the inside, you know, tomorrow. I've just had my mate drop. He's moving house, and he has these ramps in his garage, so he's dropped them off here for me to use whilst he's moving house and sorting everything out. I think they're in the way in the garage or whatever as well. So anyway, there's scissor ramps. Do you know, like you put a windy gun on one side on the like little Allen attachment there. You can see it, and then it takes both sides up at the same rate. It was all like IKEA style when he dropped it off, you know, with all flat pack. So I just bolted it together. He brought a bag of bolts and that, bolted it together. And it's just going to make life easier for when we do the full transplant, you know, swapping it off. It's also on wheels as well, so you can, I think, you can move it about, you know, once it's up, once you've got it in the air. Maybe, I might be wrong. I'll have a look. Is it? See, I don't know if you can move it like that once it's up, but we'll soon see. I'll just get it. I'll get it off that jack now. Drop that down, put that under, and take it up and see how it is. Just have to give myself a little break from that really, because I've been solid on that for like 3 hours, as I say. So yeah, I'll put you on stand over there anyway. I've got it up. Got it on the on those ramps. You've really just seen me doing it on that time lapse thing there. I think I tried to mess about with it and try and get the pivot point, but I think you got to lock these nuts off, do you know, to stop it pivoting. Because obviously I can, like, if you I don't know, come on here and show you. You can oh, that's sharp. Doing stuff off there. Look, you can obviously got it fairly well balanced, but you can still move it up and down. So yeah, decent anyway. Get it. I imagine you can get it pretty high and then buy an axle stand under or whatever. It's sound. It'll make it easier when I'm stripping stuff off, as I say. Anyway, back to this. We'll get back on with the grinding. Just well, I thought it was going to be a bit of a chore this, but I don't actually mind it. It's actually all right because you can. I think I can see the end goal now. And talking paints again. I was just talking to my dad. I'm going to obviously initially etch primer it. It's got like acid built with the paint, so it'll eat into the key into the metal. Do you know, it'll make like a rough edge, like a key, like when you sand, same as sanding. And I'm going to use Raptor etch primer, and I was initially going to do Nardo grey inside gloss and Raptor underneath for some durability. And I think I'm just going to get this, it's called tintable Raptor, and I'm literally just going to do inside and out for the full thing, because the outside paintwork, you're not going to see any of it because I'm doing the rear quarters and the roof bit in carbon roof, carbon doors, carbon wing, carbon. You get the gist. Everything's carbon. So literally the only bit that you're going to see that's not carbon is the sills. And if I really wanted, I've made carbon fibre sills at home. I could just drill the holes. Do you know those holes there that are in those sills? Yeah, I can just drill them holes back in them sills and put the side skirts back on. So I don't know why I'm putting how much thought into it, worrying about what colour to paint it. I want the most durable paint that's going to be easy to clean when I occasionally clean it. Raptor paint, sound. It'll do all the inner arches and it'll provide the best protection. So that's it, I've made my mind up. That's what I'm going to do it in. Because I can just, I've painted loads of times over the years. If I have 2K the underneath of the car, you know, just for some, I don't know, Nardo grey or applying to it, you know, just normal 2K paint. When I'm off in the gravel traps, well, I'm going to be in the gravel traps, but the stones that are going to come up and chip everywhere, and it's just going to chip big chunks off, same as normal, like paintwork on cars, you know, like. So at least with the Raptor paint, I know I'm not going to have that issue. I don't know. There's people turn their nose up at it. I don't see why. Might be a little bit heavier, but nothing worth talking about. You know, like grams. You know, and it's a trade-off. I'd rather have the protection. So yeah. Anyway, I'll put you on time lapse again. The time lapses I did this morning, I think. Well, you will have seen if you're watching, but I think they were time warp. you know, from when I did the video yesterday. So it might not work. So I might have to do. Well, you're not missing out anyway. You will just miss me sanding that down. But yeah, back on with that. Speak to you soon. I think I'm going to call it a night. I've got a decent amount done today, about 3/4 of the less than what I wanted. I'm absolutely grafted. Yeah, prepped loads of it, swapped over to them poly discs, these ones, them poly disc, whatever it's called, thing. And then I found, I used it the other day, but I found that it doesn't get where all the wire wheel does. Do you know where the other one does? Like, this is where I've done with the poly disc thing. Like there, can you see? It's all right on flat surfaces, but when you start using it on like to get into the nooks and crannies, it doesn't work as well as the wire wheel. But the wire wheel, I only got one because I only had one in stock. It's worn out, so I need to get another one. That's what stopped me really today, because I would have got the other half done, but at least I can go in the morning, and I think I'm going to go and get the paint as well. Get the paint, get a couple of them discs, and then do rimming on that side and the other side. What I did instead was, I've been and welded, there's loads of like tears and stuff, and you know, like holes and bits and bobs. So I've been and just like, you can see where all the discoloured bits are basically. I'll sand them tomorrow, you know, with a flapper wheel. But I've just gone over and filled a few of the areas. Filled that hole in the sill down there, this bit, from when I cut them brackets off, them things there. And then I've just been, you can't see in there, I don't think, the light's not good enough, but actually, 1 minute, I've got my light. Sergio sorting me out. Look at that bad boy. Where's the there we go. So it's a mess in there, like, but I want it to be watertight. So I've just been going over some of the. Can you see some of the well? There's like a big hole in the top there still. So I was just gonna. It's getting on now, time-wise. I was gonna cut a plate then and weld that in, but I've just welded bits up, going over welds, you know, like the best I can, just so it's watertight. But I've had enough now. I'm going to do that tomorrow. There's always another day. So yeah, I missed about a bit with the time lapses and that, you know, different to what it usually is. Instead of putting the music over it, I like did a few different like effects, whatever you call them. But yeah, it's been not really exciting episode, this episode, but it's one of the processes, and I wanted to document the whole build, you know, the whole car. So yeah, that's why it's in here. So tomorrow it's going to be similar. I'm going to be doing the other side and then going round and doing the roll cage. So I might be able to show you a few better bits of, you know, doing like intricate bits in the roll cage. But yeah, that's about it. Just leading up to getting the paint done now. You know, getting the turn that gas off. Yeah, just that's it really. So yeah, tune in tomorrow and maybe the day after. I'm gonna have a day off, a couple of days off, because I've done like, what is it, 9 days solid now. This is the 9th day, so I'm gonna have a day off, I think. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. Take it easy.